We started this build of our dream stone house at the end of 2024. In the chilly autumnal glow of October, we broke ground, and as the cold bite of November and December set in, our site began to take shape and morph into what will be our home. What do you see, bud? Have a look at this, everybody. Today is a big day.
Busy right now.
And over the last 8 months, our team have worked tirelessly no matter the weather.
Sun's nice.
Yeah, it's not as cold as it was yesterday. Breaking ice and wheelbarrows, braving torrential rain. And now, as the summer in Portugal hots up, laying stone after stone in intense heat. We've learned to flow with the seasons since we got to this farm 4 years ago. And despite the ebbs and flows, our home is now really starting to rise up from the ground. If you're new to our journey, welcome. And please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. It's completely free and it makes it easier to find our content. And it also massively helps to support our family. Thanks, guys. Let's catch you up on what's been going on.
Right, we've got the first rocks going up today. It is Monday morning. I'm pretty excited because we've got a whole bunch of rocks lined up. Friday afternoon, Marcus was here chopping those stones in half, getting them all ready and prepped to go up onto the build site. So we're expecting rapido rocks going into place today.
Look at that. Perfectly placed. Oh, next up we got a piece of arch going in, I think. Not only is it Monday morning, it's going to be 36 degrees for most days this week, which is going to be a bit of a shock. Good timing for us to give the guys those personal air conditioners, so massive thanks to Purify. Anyway, things continue at pace on the build site, which is always very exciting. It's a hive of activity this morning. Marcus and Ada are already getting those stones moved into place, and above us, on the floor above, the guys have just put in the first, or are putting in anyway, the first lintel over one of the bedroom windows. So it's all coming together. Amazing. Perfectly fitting, hey? Look at that. I don't know if you can appreciate just how thin those stones are, but for those arch bits, yeah, Marcus is actually doing a double layer of stones. I would assume that's so that you've got two faces, right? You don't have these kind of interior bits showing where you've had to chuck this concrete in to put them into place. So this is the second layer, the internal layer of the arch. Which, I mean, that means he has to cut every single curve twice. One for each side of the sandwich.
Essa? Mas correr mais. Essa? A escola? Não dá, porque senão a coisa lá fica feia. Peraí. Tira-se por aí. Acho que ela fica mal, só porque aí um andando por aí.
Such beautiful precision work, isn't it? Like, the guys have just been slowly chipping away at those corners just to make sure that this line of the arch is smooth and it all flows in a single line. And just by chipping off tiny pieces of that rock, they get that absolutely perfect finish. It's so, so, so good to watch. Amazing. Honestly, I could watch that all day. But anyway, while they go and get the next stone, let's head upstairs quickly and see what Joao's up to up here, because he's been putting a lintel in all morning. So, have a look at this, folks. We have our first bedroom window. Isn't that amazing? One of the things that we really wanted, I'm going to put you on wide angle, was to make sure that we had nice big windows to make the most of the views. And that one is pretty impressive, isn't it? How beautiful is that view? Just incredible. And then we've got window number 2 here. There'll be a door here because obviously that goes out onto our balcony. And then a big door window as well on what will be our shower and master bathroom. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And actually, while they're moving that stone, I'm going to sneak off from the build site quickly and wander up to the chickens just to show you guys how those little silky chicks that hatched a couple of episodes ago are doing. Oh my gosh, they are the sweetest little things. So the little chest chicken coop we made for them has worked out really well. Hopefully she doesn't hide them. Hi, Suki Sooks, you're all out and about. Oh no, don't be scared. Don't panic, Mama. It's just me. Oh gosh, aren't they sweet? The sweetest little things, aren't they? Anyway, obviously the 2 silkies we've got are both white, so I think all of those chicks are white, but one of them does look like it might be a little bit grey. Which would be amazing if we got one that was a little bit of a different colour. Don't really know what we're going to do with all of them, but I'm sure we'll find them homes somewhere. They are so sweet, and she is such a lovely mum. I've heard that silkies make lovely, lovely mums, and they're very, very broody, so you can end up inundated with silkies. But she has been so sweet, and if I sit and just spend some time with them, it is amazing to see how she communicates with them. You know, she has these little sounds that are so different depending on what she wants them to do. If she wants them to hide under her tummy, or if she's showing them where there's food or water, she's got this special kind of cluck. And it's just amazing to see them learning. You know, they literally, day one, they came out from underneath her and started pecking and like watching her. You can see them looking up at her and watching what she's doing so that they can learn too. And that's just mega. It's absolutely amazing. Quite amazing to stand and watch Marcus. I must have been stood there now for 15-20 minutes watching him painstakingly carve a tiny stone, really, in the grand scheme of things. It's not a tiny stone, but it's a very small stone compared to the others that are going up on the wall, to fit into that last remaining gap on that arch. And having watched that, I get even more of an appreciation for what a mammoth task this house is for him, and just how incredibly detailed he's being with every single stone. You know, you see him turn it over and look at every single edge, every single line, making sure that there's no big, like, knobbly bits sticking out, or that arch is the perfect smoothness to fit where it needs to go. that it is the exact distance, obviously it needs to be in order to fit. And he started off by cutting it into the shape it needed to be and then chiseling away slowly but surely and getting it to exactly the right shape he needs it to be. And you can see as he's working that that shape is in his head. He knows inherently what he needs to do to that piece of stone to get it to where it needs to be to fit where he wants it to go. It is incredible to watch such talent and such skill. And wow, I mean, it is just going to result in such a beautiful house. And I still have to pinch myself that it's ours. I really, really cannot believe that this is our life journey. I'm so grateful for it. This is an incredible life journey, but it would be remiss of us to not acknowledge the toll that it can take on us, not just as individuals, but I think also as a couple.
Yep, some days are definitely harder than others.
And so we made the decision recently to start having couples therapy. And I wanted to share that with you guys because we're not doing it because there's a problem in our relationship. We're doing it to protect against problems arising in the future.
Really importantly, therapy isn't about admitting failure. It's about helping you along the way.
And I think about choosing to fight for what you've got. And Regain, who is today's paid partner, made it super simple for us to get started. Regain is an online platform that offers couples affordable and convenient therapy. And it works perfectly for couples like us who are balancing a lot.
Well, we're business partners, as well as being husband and wife, as well as being father and mother, as well as being YouTubers and all the other things that are going on in our world.
No relationship is ever perfect, and Regain understands that sometimes the hardest thing is just starting therapy.
We are currently working on communication, and having a third party like a therapist just to have a second pair of ears is really, really helpful.
And to remind us that we're in this together. So with Regain, you and your partner can connect with a therapist from wherever you are in the world. Do it from the couch, you can do it from your car, you can do it in your lunch break.
And if your therapist isn't the right fit, you can just pick another one.
To get started, all you got to do is head to regain.us/TheNewbys, fill in a very quick questionnaire, and you'll get matched with a therapist that fits you. You can then decide how you'd like to have your therapy, and you can get started right away.
Through video calls, phone calls, or just text messaging.
So if your relationship matters to you as much as ours does to us, then check out that link in the description. It's regain.us/TheNewbys, and you'll get 10% off your first month of therapy. It's really helping us to understand each other, to communicate with each other better, and to feel more connected to each other in this time when there is so much pulling us in lots of different directions. So we'd highly recommend giving it a try.
We would. Do I get a kiss now?
Love you.
Love you. You know those times when you, as a guy, go out and you think really hard about buying somebody a gift, a really great gift, and you think hard about it. Like my father-in-law once bought his wife a kettle. I think it was a kettle, it might have been a vacuum cleaner, because he knew that she really, really wanted it. Me, I've bought Tara in the past a fancy frying pan because I knew that she'd really, really want it. The idea of these being absolutely the best gifts in the world, it's important to me. Marcus has just been given that Coolify necklace. Now, like Tara said earlier, we're not being sponsored by those guys, but when it's 40 degrees centigrade, which is hot in Fahrenheit, outside and you're labouring in the burning sun, having one of those things around your neck, that's a great gift. Right up there with the kettle, Elko. Good for you. Just given Marcus, or just been down to check out whether, because Marcus is wearing that Coolify necklace.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's very cool.
Yeah. And I was thinking and talking a little bit about your father and his great gifts and my great gifts, birthday presents.
I will say my dad's a bit better than you.
Okay.
I mean, what gifts?
So I remember was it the kettle or the vacuum cleaner?
It was a vacuum cleaner.
Was it?
Yeah.
Great gift, man.
Great gift. Well, it wasn't a great gift. We have this family video where my mum opened her Christmas present and she looked at the box and she had this look of like, surely not. And she looked at my dad and she said, "Is what's on the box the same as what's in the box?" Desperately hoping that actually inside the vacuum cleaner box was like something really fun, not a vacuum cleaner.
Ah, man. See, we guys, we're practical. That's all I'm saying.
Darling, your approach to it is just don't buy gifts.
I know. Oh, who missed Father's Day?
Yeah, because you've missed all 3 opportunities to celebrate Mother's Day.
That's because I don't know which one.
I have marital tiffs on YouTube. You will lose.
We men are simple folks, aren't we, Bob? Aren't we, Alan?
No,
aren't we, Colin? Yeah?
Lazy.
No, it's simple.
No, it's not simple. You
Ask
just
Marcus.
ignore Mother's Day.
Marcus is delighted with his lot right
I'm
now.
pleased Marcus is delighted, and I would also like more gifts.
All right, back to it.
Good morning, everybody. It's another day. We have got the guys on site this morning. I think it's a little bit quiet. How many people have you seen?
4.
4, okay.
Adam's not here today.
Yeah, shame. He's had a family bereavement, so he's not here today. But we've got Marcus down at the bottom there looking like he's cutting another stone art. And Daniel and the guys are up at the top taking off the wooden mouldings from the concrete A-frames that they made. And they're also taking the wooden mouldings I've just seen off those lintels, which they only put in yesterday, above the windows of the bedrooms.
I'm going to be...
You're back at the bathroom, aren't you?
Yeah, building away.
Bet you've missed that.
Yeah, that's it. John making cement blocks.
Yeah.
I'm particularly interested to know where that is going to go that Marcus is making. I thought we'd got most of the arch stones all sorted.
Yeah. But you know what's been so interesting? Like yesterday when I was watching him, which you guys will have just seen, that whole, when he's trying to cut a stone for a very small space that's got funny angles, he literally does it so precisely. And what I find fascinating about watching him is what he's doing is so precise, and yet it's also so imprecise. Like, it's hard to understand how you can be precise with a big rock and a hammer and a chisel. But it's just amazing what he does. I love watching it. What are these children up to? Good work, boys. What are you going to build today?
We're going to build we're going to build Auntie.
You're going to build Auntie Lizzie's bathroom? Good work.
Okay. I'll come and help you in a minute. I'm just going to go look at the stones, boys.
Then you're going to get the cement mixer.
Then I'm going to get the cement mixer, yeah.
I'm going to pull it.
Okay.
What's this packet?
That's interesting. Is that the bit he's looking for?
Yeah, he's treating it pretty gently, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
It's not,
We should go down a bit closer. Look.
yeah, have a look.
So you'll be seeing a lot more of the boys around than you have been over the last few months, because we're now entering into that phase of summer where everybody's on holidays, everybody's got their own kids that aren't in school and on holidays. So, it's kind of going to be us juggling boys and work at the same time, which is a little bit overwhelming, but I'm really looking forward to having the summer with the boys, because they're at such a sweet age, and this is going to be a really, really special summer, I think. I think it's really important that we have that time with them. That's tucking in underneath somewhere, isn't it?
That is going to tuck in underneath somewhere. It's a lot of work, isn't it, for one stone? Every single stone is like that, though, on this build at the moment. It's not a case of just lifting them up and stacking them on top of each other. Every single stone is being carved out and shaped for a specific location. It's labour-intensive work.
It's very labour-intensive.
There's a real conundrum there for Portugal, isn't there? On the one hand, if we were in the United Kingdom, trying to build a house like this, it would be prohibitively expensive. That is almost in entirety down to the cost of labour. Labour costs in the UK obviously a lot higher, and so build costs are a lot higher. So what does that mean? That means young people especially want to head off to different countries and find their fortune somewhere else, because the fortunes are unfortunately not in these rural parts of Portugal, and to me that's a real shame. I think every country at some point in the history of time has gone through the similar cycles where the wealth just wasn't there, or there was more opportunity somewhere else. So what are you getting? You're getting a lot of young Portuguese people leaving the country, heading out to seek their fortune in places like Switzerland or Luxembourg. It's a real tricky situation, I think, for Portugal at the moment, going through this period of transition of trying to build wealth and build momentum within the economy, but also at the same time there are other opportunities in different parts of the planet, and the younger people are going there. So these skills, these stone masonry skills, they're being lost to Portugal, and they're being transferred to other countries around Europe.
Right, let's leave Marcus to it for now and go and have a look up at the top quickly before we go and tackle a bathroom. Hey, love? Oh, actually, before we go up, should we have a look at the arches and see what they got to yesterday? They basically cemented into place all of those stones that they were working on yesterday. Yeah, that's looking amazing. They're building scaffolding up there. Let's go see. Wow, look at that, love. We have actual proper windows.
Oh, yes, we do.
That's so cool. And they are massive. The view is amazing. Look at the view from that window. So yesterday we had an email from our contractor, Joachim, to say that on Friday, I think, he's picking up the stone. Now, we weren't sure if he means the stone for the path that John still needs to finish from the new terracotta steps in the Hobbit house, or if it's the stone for the frames of our windows, which will be very, very cool to see actually in situ, because they're going to be the same sort of smooth cut stone as the cornicing that we've got for the roof. But around every single door and window, there's going to be a kind of smooth cut stone frame in amongst the rougher, more hand cut stone. So it'll be a nice contrast, I think. And especially up at the top here, which this top level is mainly rendered, it'll just tie in that stone element from below and above really nicely. Right, let's go build a bathroom, shall we?
Let's do it.
I say we, I mean you. While that cement's mixing, I've got a job to do. John put a lintel over the window the other day, and it's time for the mouldings to come off. So I feel like I'm getting my moment of being like the guys on site. Go and take it down. Right, so this lintel is almost exactly the same as what the guys have done on our windows in the bedrooms upstairs. So I'm really keen to get it off, because once it's off, I can go into the knock garage and get the windows and the shutters for this window frame, and we can put them in place and see how it looks. There we go. Oops. Oh well, that was easy. Not really sure that was meant to happen, but anyway, here we are. So this is currently the only way in and out of this room. Obviously, we need to cut the door, but I'm not letting John do that because we do actually have family staying at the moment who were sleeping in the tiny house, and obviously it's going to be super dusty when he does cut the door. So I've asked him to wait, which does delay the project a bit, because it means that we can't lay the floor or anything because we need to get that level right. And we can't get that level right unless we can see what level it needs to be once we've cut the door open. So anyway, we'll just carry on doing what we can and we'll get there eventually. This is not high enough for me. There we go. I don't think I'm strong enough to do that one. Uh-oh.
It's just not coming out.
Darling, I really tried very hard.
Okay. It's going to take ages to fix it. Frustrating. When it starts to round, you stop before it gets to the situation where it's completely stuck.
Okay.
No, that's not working. It's got to be a grinder.
Oh gosh, I do feel awful. It's so hard when you just want to, you're trying to help and then things go wrong and you end up creating more work than it would have been if John had just done it himself.
No, it's just...